Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. We have a military map here right away, and today Russia has some of the movement in the Donetsk region. By the way my friends, make sure you're watching me from my original Dennis Davydov channel. There are lots of scammers recently uploading my videos. Anyways, Russia is moving forward towards Bakhmut and they are taking some ground. And here we have the timeline over here, and they moved a little bit closer to Bilogorivka over here to this village, and the fighting is ongoing for all of those villages across this front line, and they are very close to Bakhmut. Let me measure how many kilometers are there from the city center. 4 kilometers, my friends. From the information we got, mostly private military campaigns are hired to fight for Bakhmut city in this region, as well as for Pesky in Donetsk. That is why they have, so here they got also some of the success taking this village, but it took them, I think, 3 weeks to take this one. And as for Ukraine, it took us 5 days to free all of this Kharkiv region. However, my friends, I do not expect the same pace taking this territory back under Ukrainian control, because Russia is preparing defense lines. Finally, they realized that they are not attacking here. They need to put defense lines to protect their forces and the land that they took. So from now on, I do not expect the very fast movement of any kind of the side. Let's zoom into Liman. This city is very important, and according to the latest update of this military map, it's still under control by the Russian forces, and we don't have the information from other sources that our forces took this city. However, we got good news about Bilogorivka. We took this village, or you may say it's a town. It's very famous because Russia lost 2 of the battalions of their forces while they were trying to cross this river over here. And according to latest update, we have it in a gray area, but we got the confirmation from the governor of Lysychansk Oblast, Ukrainian obviously, and he said that our forces took already this very important town, and it's very close to Lysychansk. So I do expect our forces to go to Lysychansk and Severodonetsk. President Zelensky also announced that we're going to continue on a counteroffensive towards Russian occupied territory, but there's gonna be some of the problems with that, my friends. Today there were some of the news that self-proclaimed republics of Donetsk and Lugansk want to conduct the referendum in their area, the referendum to join them to the Russian Federation. So if we continue our counterattack here, it means that we are attacking Russian territory. First they attack Ukraine, but now they can say that Ukraine attacked Russia, and they may announce, I don't know, massive mobilization, use all of the weapons arsenal that they have, and they always say that they are fighting not against Ukraine but against NATO countries. I think the main idea of Russian Federation is to declare war to Ukraine, and they may say that NATO is the part of the conflict. They may say that, okay, we need the agreement, just not to use nuclear weapons, we need the peace agreement, and we need to secure the gained territories, they may say. But still, my friends, we're gonna fight for our land no matter what, because it's our recognized Ukrainian territory. We are a sovereign country, and we're gonna fight back. Obviously, if Russia would use nuclear weapons in Ukraine or any kind of other mass destruction weapons, they're gonna be isolated for long time. So I don't think that they will use those. And about the massive mobilization, my friends, they are in lack of the modern day weaponry. They still have some old-fashioned tanks and ammunitions, yes, that can fight, but how successfully, I don't think so. And also Russian society doesn't want to go massively to this war. They have just occasional volunteers who are willing to earn some of the money, but if you ask people, for example in Moscow, mainly they are in opposition to the government. They don't want this war. They are still in shock that they don't have McDonald's, they don't have any kind of Mastercards, Visa cards, software, iPhones. So it's total catastrophe for those guys who live in the cities. Obviously, those who live far away in the villages, they need money. That is why they're here in Ukraine fighting for nothing. And before we go to the latest news and events, don't forget to press the like to this video and make sure you are watching me from my original channel, which is Davydov. Let's go. So Visa and Mastercard systems left Russian banks for good, but they have their own mir, which is recognized, I think, in Belarus or Kazakhstan, and also temporary Turkey banks recognize this type of the system, but today they say that they reject the proposal for Russian banks to use these mir cards. It means that Russian tourists can only bring cash if they fly somewhere. Yes, we have the confirmation about the Bilogorivka. Awesome news for Ukraine. There are 5 nuclear power plants here in Ukraine, and as you probably know, Russia is controlling the biggest one, Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, but they also fired the rocket to the south nuclear power plant, which is in Nikolaev Oblast. So here is the explosion itself that was filmed during this this night. And that was the explosion of the rocket. The explosion was 300 meters away from the nuclear reactor, and we just lucky that it didn't explode. So what Russia is doing here is total nonsense. They just want to rise up the bad that we are at the border of the nuclear catastrophe here in Europe. And that is how they want to force us for the peace agreements. The Institute of War Researches in the United States say that Russia is preparing to withdraw from the south part of Ukraine in Kherson, and in nearby weeks Ukraine will get most part of Kherson region. Awesome news, and I hope it's gonna be like that. Also, they say that Ukraine will conduct its counterattack further to have all of the Kharkiv region under its control. Biden said that if China supports Russia, United States will shut down all of the investment to China economy. In that case, obviously China would collapse. And now there are common military drills ongoing with Russia and China on Asian part of Russian territory. Also news from Germany, they will give us 4 more of Panzerhaubitze 2000, the best self-propelled artillery system out there. It has the range up to 67 kilometers, and the shells are GPS guided, so it has enormously precise precision. In today's address to Ukrainian people, President Zelensky said that we should take the land back with the same pace, but firstly we need to secure the area that we took. It's the smart move from our president. And here we go with some photos from Izum that was freed from Russian occupiers. So guys taking the water somewhere. Obviously communication just broke down, everything just demolished, you can see. Oh, Russia was able to build some of the bridges across the Kakhovka Dam. Yes, the downside of this bridge that it's very narrow here, so you can put some kind of the improvised bridge construction, and it looks like they are using it from these track lines you may see. So I do expect that we're gonna fire more HIMARS towards this area. And here's the zoom out, so 2 of the bridges here. Here's the dam itself, and this is the safe part where we can cut Russian supplies. And now we got the information that we took Yarova, and it's located on a road which is leading to Liman, so it's very important for us to take this one. And here's the flag which is on the highest top of that village or town. And this is Ukraine already. It's a winter time for the western side of our country. Here's just a -3 degrees centigrade, some of the precipitation, and it's, I would say, cold. So tell me whether I should buy the Starlink from Elon Musk, and if you use the one, tell me how should I connect to it. Actually, I can buy antenna itself, I can buy the router, but I don't know how to connect. So go to my channel about, and there you can find my email. So please, if you have experience using the Elon Musk internet, tell me how to use it, because here I can purchase antenna for $700, but I don't know how to connect to that internet. So waiting for your messages, my friends. Hey, my friends, it's exactly what I told you about those referendums in the self-proclaimed republic. So here's Margarita Simonyan, the leader of the Russian propaganda, and she said, like, the referendum today, tomorrow, Russia will recognize those republics as the part of their territory. If the war continues, so Ukraine and NATO would automatically join this war. NATO because they supply instructors and weapons, I think, and Russia may use all the tools in that case. So it concerns me, yes, it's true, but I don't think that Russia would use nuclear weapons, as I told you here in Ukraine. Maybe they will partially announce the mobilization for Russian people. In that case, I think it's just a matter of time that Russia itself would just collapse. More awesome news. Germany, together with Slovenia, agreed to give Ukraine those M55S tanks, modernized versions of T-55. Originally, T-55 are quite old tanks that were in production from 1958 until 1979. Slovenia modernized those and they put new armors, new engine, and new aiming equipment. I think just barrel was left for the old tank and the frame, and I think they look fantastic, but we would like to see Leopard 2 tanks in Ukrainian army or Abrams. But still, it's great that we'll have at least those delivered to Ukraine. They are better compared to Russian T-62 that were not modernized since the Soviet times. Oh, Elon Musk tweeted that Starlink is now active all across continents, including Antarctica. Awesome. Why do I think I need it? Because during the winter time there could be some abrupts in electricity and everything, so I already ordered the solar panels, the generator, and to be more autonomous to produce the content for you, I need this Starlink antenna and connect it to my laptop just to make it more consistent. My friends, I'm gonna keep you updated on situation here in Ukraine, and now I just want to say that I do not sell anything, I do not work with anyone, I work just with Atlas VPN, that's it. That's the only advertisement that I have on my channel. If you want to support me, check out that you are watching me from original channel Dennis Davydov with this tick sign on it. And here are the links under the video description below for my Patreon, for my PayPal or Donatel, where you can support me. Don't spend your money for scammers, because yes, there are some people who copy my videos. And don't forget to press the like to this video. I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time.